Brian French, an antique dealer with wondrous things, created AntiqueVideoNews.com to empower enthusiasts and collectors by leveling the knowledge playing field. AntiqueVideoNews.com offers thousands of hours of free, expert-curated art and antique videos. From contemporary art to old master paintings, Asian art to fine collectibles, we've got it all covered. Antique Video News provides in-depth analysis of art and antiques. We provide video updates on upcoming auctions worldwide to empower collectors and high-end interior decorators in helping them make savvy new acquisitions. Visit AntiqueVideoNews.com. We are changing the antique and art world forever.
Hi, this is Brian French, and welcome back to Antique Video News. Today we're going to be talking about the collecting area of Chinese export porcelain, and more specifically, Chinese Imari. Now, Chinese Imari was first created during the Kangxi period, which is at the end of the Kangxi period, so approximately 1700 to 1722. And you can see the rule of Kangxi was from 1654 to 1722. Let's look at Chinese Imari on eBay. What we've done is we've gone to eBay and we've done a search for Chinese Imari of the 18th century. And so these are the pieces listed on eBay for Chinese Imari. You can see this first piece is actually 12 centimeters, which is about 3.5 inches or so. So it's a small piece, but it has 10 watchers. This is an authentic Chinese Imari piece. So it is of the early 18th century, as is this next pair of plates. So these are about 8-inch or 9-inch plates. Not a great pictures, but $200 is kind of the going rate for Chinese Imari and plates per plate. Third is also a plate. This piece, this covered bowl, is actually a piece that we own at Wondrous-Things on eBay. And you can check us out by going to eBay and searching for the seller Wondrous Things, or doing a search in Google search, Wondrous Things on eBay. This is an authentic piece of the early 18th century. And what it is a teapot tray. It does have a little bit of damage, which they filled in with the milliput, which is fine. This is a non-concealment type of repair, which I kind of recommend. This next item is a covered jar. It's 7 inches in height, and this is an item that we own. This does have some interesting provenance. Eleanor Gordon, who is a famous Chinese export dealer, had this and sold it back over 10 years ago. And so there is some provenance with this piece. This next plate is being bid on, and that's something you can do. One of the bidding resources that, if you want to get into the bidding game to purchase Chinese Imari, I suggest you go to Gixen, Gixen.com, and create an account, and you'll be able to do what's called sniping, and that would be the ability to place a bid right before the bidding ended. So put your highest offer in Gixen. You might get it for less, but you will not pay more than the highest price that you put in as your bidding limit. So that's a great tool, and oftentimes people are able to, and we purchase on eBay at times, and you can buy things 50 cents on a dollar just because it was not a competitive auction at that particular time. So we'll go through. Here's interesting. It's a silver mounted covered jug, and you can see $1,200. This is not Chinese Imari. It's Japanese, so I would disregard it. This Verte Imari plate is interesting, does have some damage. It's offered through Crown and Crane. And so these are the Shangri-La people who are in the Netherlands, and that are probably, they're the largest dealer in the world on eBay for Oriental goods. I am in the United States. I'm the largest dealer for high quality Chinese and Japanese art. So you can look at the category of Chinese Imari here, and we have, I think there's about 158 pieces. We have about 10 to 12% of the inventory on eBay for items that we own, and you'll see more of them as we go through. These pair of tankards look interesting. Again, I would scroll in and look at the condition, but $300, $350 would be a fair price to pay for good quality tankard Chinese Amari. This spice box is ours. Might seem like a high price, $1,800, but these routinely sell. And this is kind of a museum piece. Spice boxes are very rare, and they routinely sell for over $2,000. This ormolu piece is interesting. It does have some damage to it, but it is good size. It's got 11 watchers, so a lot of people looking at it. More classic Chinese Amari plates and forbid. This is another spice box that we own. This charger, 14.5-inch charger, we do own. And this plate we own. This tea caddy is kind of interesting. It's got the lid, which is somewhat rare, but nice, very little fritting, which is, you know, unusual to find one without chipping or fritting. But again, look at the condition of these by clicking into eBay. More plates and chargers. This charger we do own, 16 3/4 inches. This bowl is also ours, and it is 14 inches in diameter. It is high quality, somewhat of an investment piece. These are pretty rare to find. We could go to Christie's and see what the going rate is for large. So we're here at Christie's and looking at Chinese Amari. And you can see their prices are even much higher than eBay, obviously, and for larger pieces, you can see. There's a whole dinner set for $10,000, which actually is a bargain. You can also see large cupboard vases, $43,000. So going to Sotheby's and Christie's is always good to kind of teach your eye on what is authentic. Now, the common colors for Amari is the underglazed blue cobalt, and then the rust color or orange, and then gilding. And so there's usually three colors, and you can see it in the pieces that we're looking at here. It's the underglazed blue, the red, and the red or orange, and the gilding, which is gold. So you can see these tankards went for $2,000. So we'll go back to eBay and look at some of the remaining pieces. To find anything larger than 12 inches is very scarce, and the larger a charger is, the more valuable it is. So anything, 12, 14, 16 inches is quite rare, and the prices go up kind of geometrically. This is an interesting hat-shaped bowl. It does have some damage. It's offered by the gentleman at Shangri-La, but this is a classic shape of pieces, and actually $276 is pretty reasonable for a piece like this. So there's about 150 pieces or so on eBay, and about a third of them are not actually authentic, but this obviously is an authentic plate. You'll see that the location of a lot of dealers are in the US, or pardon me, in the US or the UK or the Netherlands. So those are the Netherlands and the UK where a lot of porcelain comes out of. This is also a very fine Chinese Imari plate that we own. It's 12 and 5/8 inches in diameter. We'll look at that. We got 13 watchers on this, but it's nicely detailed and of good quality, and it's in good condition. This is a covered serving bowl that we own. Very, very rare. This charger we do own. It's 14 inches, so a very large charger. Here's a collection of Kangxi Imari plates. This is offered from Shangri-La, the gentleman in the Netherlands. So you can buy a whole set. And actually, their shipping is not that outrageous, really, when you look at the amount of the plates they're going to send to you. $127, so probably like $10 a plate. It's an interesting piece right here. It's would expect it's an 8-inch plate. So those are kind of common. Here's a barber bowl. You can see these were actually used to give people a shave in barber shops. So they put your neck in there, and then they lather you up and give you a shave, and what they shaved off ended up in the bowl. This is a nice piece of that's actually Japanese Imari. So you can see on eBay there's about 150 or so listings. We have about 20 or so Chinese Imari pieces. So we have a fair percentage of the listings that are authentic. Also, make sure that you look at the dealers of Shangri-La, Guest and Gray, and any high quality and well-regarded export porcelain dealer when you're looking to buy Chinese Imari. This is Brian French with Antique Video News. Join us again for our next video.